Crude oil holds steady, stocks hold steady, and gold marches higher. Hello, fellow traders everywhere. Adam Hewlett here, co-founder of MarketClub, with your midday market update for Thursday, the 23rd of February. Well, crude oil is holding and moving higher as we speak. Today we'll figure out just how high this market can go and what's going on with that right now. We'll also be looking at gold as it marches higher. Now, the question is, what's the next major resistance level for gold? We'll tell you about that in just a moment. We'll also be looking at three stocks today: MetroPCS Communications, DENBURY Resources, and HEWLETT, which took a big surprise today. So we'll look at those three stocks. We'll also analyze the other markets using our MarketClub trade triangle technology. So let's get started. We're at the home page. As you can see on the top, we've seen some changes there. We're plus 41 the Dow, NASDAQ up 19, S&P up 4, and gold up 12. So let's take a look at what's going on in the markets right now. So I'm going to go to my portfolio, and we'll start with the S&P 500. It's a plus 85, still a strong trend. You can see we're moving up here. I think the highest close we had here was 62, 162.20, 1362. But the bottom line is if we close over 1363, it's a very bullish move in my opinion, because it's Friday tomorrow, and think, who wants to go home short this market over the weekend? I don't think anybody wants to go home short. So let's see what happens there. Plus 85, only the daily's down. Short, very short term is down, but generally speaking, we've got the parabolic is still positive, and we're still marching forward. If we scope this out just a little bit further, you can see this nice, beautiful trend. We got in very early at 1292, still there, still long, still making some money, which I'm very happy about. So let's go to our next market. That's going to be the Dow, and the Dow is right up towards the highs. The highest close we've seen in that market, this recent move, was 12,965. We're currently trading higher than that today. Is it possible to go over 13,000? I would not be surprised to see that happen today or certainly on Friday. So let's see how that plays out. Plus 85, strong trend. Everything is lined up nicely in that market. Next market is going to be the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is also working well. It's we've been long from 2,753, currently trading at 2,951, so almost 200 points there. Very nice trade, nice trend. Looks like it wants to go higher. Plus 85, strong trend in our trade triangles. Next market is silver. Now, this is a big market today. We've just gone to a plus 100. Two markets we did this in today. One was silver, which you see right here, and that's at 35.30. Two markets at 35.44. A close over 36 would really get this market rocking. So nonetheless, it's a very positive sign. All our trade triangles are positive. Plus, I think if we scope this out just a little bit further, which I'm going to do right now, is, and we take our trade triangles out. Let me get a little bit closer in. So we get our trend line, scope it here, scope it down, and bingo. We showed you this before. We just broke out this long-term trend line going all the way back to May of 2011. So there's a breakout. I think we're going to go up and challenge the 42 to 44 level. So let's see how that plays out. But nonetheless, the trend is 100% positive, going higher. Next market is going to be gold. Is gold doing the same thing? Well, right now it isn't doing the same thing. It's trading at 1786. Major resistance at 1800. That's the last level of resistance. If we go over that level, I think we're going to see this market go higher. But nonetheless, it is, we see our two, people would say, well, we missed the market. Yes and no. If you look at how we recommend trading silver for intermediate term traders, you use the weekly and the daily. So 1641 was the first signal to be long, and then 1736. So you can see right now we've got $50 in the daily, and we've got 140 in this. Now this is a loss, obviously, in the monthly if you took the short, but that could be just an exit sign for most people who want to be long gold. So next market is going to be the copper market. The copper market, I'll scope this in just a bit further, is really in a trading range with a plus 55, minus 55, indicating sort of a sideways action as it regroups. But longer term, we still think this market's going to go higher. We just want to give it a little more space and time. But generally speaking, we are, if you wanted to be in this market right now, I'd want to be in from probably the long side. You want to have stops under the 370 area. So let's go to our next market. That's going to be crude oil. And this is the one that we've been talking about. We did a special report on this last week. It's worked out very, very well for us. We just traded over 107. We're on 106.92 right now, still higher. Higher for the day, higher for the week. And if we close up here tomorrow, this is going to be, people are really going to not want to be short this market. It's got 125 imprinted on the crude oil, in my opinion. Of course, that can change, and I could be wrong, but nonetheless, technically, it looks very, very good. You can see our weekly kicked in. Long term has been from 100.27. That was some time ago now. Remember, that's some time ago. But you can also trade on the intermediate, which is, let me just take this off, and you can see here from 101.70 was a buy point on the intermediate term trades. Worked out very, very well for us. And you can see on the daily trade, that's 99, 98.40. We've never had a reversal on that. So looking very, very good on this market. So let's go to our next market. That's the euro. The euro dollar is actually closes up here. It'll be a new high close for the euro. This is confounding everybody. This is what's throwing people off. And this is why you really want to be trading with the trends, the major trends, and how we perceive them to be. So let's see how that plays out. Now going back to our next market, and that's still minus 70 on the dollar index. So it's kind of like a mixed bag there. It's an emerging trend to the downside right now, but it hasn't really turned our monthly trade triangle negative yet, and it may not. So we'll see how that plays out. But it looks like it's going sideways more to me than just going down at this point in time. Next market we're looking at is going to be the Reuters Jeffrey CRB Index. This is a big one. We had a signal after we had broadcast yesterday at 323.11. Everything is go. And what this means is inflation is on its way. Part of it is obviously the crude oil market, which we've seen. And if I scope this out even further, I'll just go out maybe a year. You can see what we're looking at. This obviously level, if we close over the 325 level, we're 322 and change right now, but over 325, then this market is going to go higher. And what we're looking at, let me just take these off, make it very, very simple. Take off the Donchian trading channel, also the parabolic, and just look upon this in just in pure technical terms. And we'll put in just a simple close-only chart, and that's going to be right here. Let's turn that off. And this is what we were looking at. I'll put my telestrator on here so we can get an idea of what we're seeing here. But generally speaking, we are looking at, this was a double bottom right here. And let me get a solid line here just so we have something to look at. So hold on just one second, and we'll just okay, just one second. Okay, here we are. And we'll go back to the pin. Okay, so basically we're saying a double bottom right here. This is a pivot point. This is the 325 level we looked at. And 25. So 325 is a very important level. We sort of moved up through there. We moved up through there, and it looks as though we're going to see this market take out this level. If that's the case, then we're going to see this market challenge these first highs up here, and then later on these highs here. So this would be definitely a target zone, which we would see. This would be hang on, let's see if I can get this right for you. It's not going to work. So this would be a target zone on the upside, and I think that's one of the important things to look at right now. So generally speaking, inflation is here. If I clear everything off the screen, go to our trade triangles, and you'll see very clearly what I'm discussing here, and that's plus 90, strong upward trend. And you can buy right now below our original point, which is suggested instruments to trade on that. So let's see how that works out. And generally speaking, but inflation, this is the first time we've seen this happen, and you have to go all the way back here to the May 12th of last year. That was our last signal. If we go even further back, if we go, let's say the max, you can see we had a signal right here. Looks to be, that's September 15th at 326, and you see, look what happened. So I think you really, and here too, this really does catch these moves. So really pay close attention to that. We're going to go to our next market now. That's going to be MetroPCS Communications, and it's plus 100, so we know the trend is very clearly up. And let's get a little closer in on this, and let's put a candlestick charts. I like candlestick charts. So here's our buy signal here on a monthly on the 3rd of February at 9:51. Market's currently trading at 11:40. Huge move today. Obviously, we're up over 10%, but this is what the trade triangles can do for you. Really very, very important. But hey, if you want to learn about trade triangles and everything else, you may want to come to our seminar we're having in Salt Lake City. You can get details on our website, and we'll tell you about it. So give us a call here at the office, and we can tell you about it. It's 410-867-2100. So let's go to our next market. The next market we're going to look at is DENBURY Resources. And DENBURY, again, nice move up today. We're up 6.25%, not as much as the other stock, but still a very positive. Long from 17.58, so a nice profit on that, almost over $3, and that's not a bad thing to have in these type of markets. So let's take a look at the big loser today, and that has to be a disappointment for everybody, I think, and that's HEWLETT-PACKARD. Now, a couple of things I want to look at HEWLETT-PACKARD. One, we have a monthly trade triangles at 28.59, still positive. The market came back today. If you're a long-term trader, this is probably a place you could buy. The risk is not that great in my opinion. However, if you're a intermediate-term trader, you had an intermediate-term sell signal to get out of the market. So you should be out of the market right now, even if you're a long-term trader. We recommend trading with our monthly trade triangles for the trend and the weekly for timing purposes. So this would be an exit signal at 27.23. So that's definitely, you'd be out of the market. So doesn't look too good for HP right now, and we'll have to see how they can rebuild their franchise and be successful doing it. Hey, this is Adam Hewison coming to you from the digital studios of MarketClub. Really enjoyed today's session. I hope you are making money in the markets like we are right now, and I think you, if you're not, you may want to try MarketClub. Take a trial. You may enjoy it. So Adam Hewison from MarketClub. I'll be back tomorrow. Friday. Remember, Friday, big days. So let's see what happens overnight. Have a great day trading.